Good morning and welcome to my channel. Thanks very much for being here. Today I'm doing the challenge by Lorie at Enchanted Dream 71, and it's the monthly challenge of Shop My Stash, and it's for journal cards today. So what I've got is a kitchen roll and a couple of toilet rolls, and I'm just going to cut them down the middle like this, and then what I do is take them to my Gemini die cutting machine and I flatten them through there. But I'm also going to use, if I can get them out, this, and where's my other one? Here. I'm going to also put them through the embossing folders with a script here and the damask pattern I've got as well. Okay, there's one of the script on the toilet roll, the damask on the toilet roll, and then I've done the script on here, but you will see I didn't quite join it up correctly there, but I don't want a big long one like this, so I am just going to cut it off here. I will do this as well, but I'm going to use that for something else, maybe in a future project. So now I want to paint, and it's going to be these two that I'm going to paint. No, these two. I'm going to do the bigger one. I'll keep that one separate. No, I won't. Oh, sorry, I'm just deciding what I want to do with what. These I'm going to use acrylic paint on. Put them there. This one I want to use gesso on, and then come back and use some spray inks, spray stains. So I'm just putting a fairly thick layer across this. So you can see like that, you still see all the script. So I do need to leave that to dry while I get on with the other two. Okay, I have these two. So I'm going to start off with a bit of vintage photo and forest moss. And then what I do is I see how it goes. By the way, I'm dry brushing. I dry brushed with the gesso as well as this. Now I'm going to come in with a bit of aged mahogany. And I might have to add some more of the other till I get the colour that I want, which I will do. Okay, I now need to let these dry, and I'm not worried about the backs because we'll be covering them. Okay, this is pretty dry. So what I've got is Faded Jeans, Mermaid Lagoon and Cracked Pistachio. starting off with this one, then you just spray a bit and then blobs that you move around the page. Like that. Actually, I get a bit of tissue and then I just dab over. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that like that and let that dry. Okay, so these are all dry, hopefully. They do take a while because the cardboard in the toilet rolls is quite absorbent. And then what I'm going to do is add some gold over the top. And I didn't get my tissue paper. Like that. And I will do this on all three of them. Okay, I really like the gold on this. Right, the next thing is actually cutting out a square in the middle. So with these two smaller ones, I'll start with these. I'm going to cut a square there and a square there. This one, I'm cutting, I think I'm going to do it there. And then around this, I'm taking a rectangle. It's finding the right piece, actually. Quite like that. Like that. Now, when you cut out, after you've inked and everything and painted, and it's toilet roll, if you put this down and put some of your light tape on, it will pull the paint off. So I cut from the back like this. That way it doesn't pull it off. And then I can position these quite well to cut where I want them to go. So I've cut all these out and I've now got to back them. I'm not straightening them all up till they've been stuck on here and backed. And this one, as I say, I'm going to use this here, but I need to back it all first. And these pieces you get left over. I've got a project coming up using up these pieces. So I will use my tacky glue to put these down. These are all backed, inked in vintage photo, and around the corners on these two, and on this one I've put it through the die cutting machine using the rectangle die here. So now I want to do some stamping. So let's put these aside. I'm going to use my stamping platform, and it's quite straightforward, I hope. I've got the butterfly with a figure 1, and hopefully, and I'm using my Memento ink. So let's hope this works. I'm even using my stamps and my stamping platform that I haven't used in a long time as well. Yeah, I see, this is, so it's this side. Sorry for the noise if it's because it shakes as I do it. There we go. So there's that one. I'll put aside and wipe these off, and I'll get on with the next ones. Well, that was a little bit of an accident there, but we seem to have rectified it, hopefully. Okay, now I want to do some decoration. And for that, for this one, I've already got out some bits, and I thought this could go on here with a bit of cheesecloth, as it's quite a pretty stamp, I think, anyway. Hopefully the Blue Dreams journal I have, I'm sort of in the middle of making, this will go in there. Oops. So that was just a little bit of a mistake on that journal card, stamping upside down, but they can all be rectified, can't they? So not too bad. This is from G. Kerr, bought many years ago when I first started, many years, well, not that many years ago, I suppose, about 3 years. I like that one. Okay, this one, I have a tin full of vintage cigar wrappers, and I've just taken this one, and I know it's a bug, a big bug, but I thought I don't know though, maybe I won't. Maybe what I'll do is put this one on here. Again, making it all very simple and easy, and using what I have. And I do have these cigar wrappers in my Etsy shop for sale. If you want to go along and have a look, there's all different types. You can get 25, 50 or 100. And these are from the early 1960s, these ones. This one, I thought, good old love junk journals. Blends in a bit too much. Want something a bit more sort of like that. And then I think a brown one. There. And a slightly smaller one. No, that's a tag. No, too long. This one. Yes, that one. I have books of these, so it's going to take me a while to get through this little lot. Okay, put that in line with the wing. Yeah, this looks better. Not having the cigar label. Okay, so I think these are done. So, specimen cards, journal cards out of toilet rolls. So again, using up a lot of what I've got. Okay. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Something a little bit different, I hope. And I'll speak to you all again soon in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.